Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Up next, it's our main event between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. The 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's taken on the 7. Found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now a give to Akers, running left. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They go to Akers again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Shaheed coming in motion left. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Caught, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Shotgun handoff to Akers. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Darnold looking to throw. To the left. He's got Arroyo. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working inside the red zone. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Akers has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
From the gun, Darnold. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
And we'll see what they do about 4th and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. It's a designed run for him. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing from the gun here. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's Metcalf running the slant. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10 from the 43. Trying it left side with Akers. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Putting the tight end in motion.
70, 70.
It's a design keeper for Milrow. Along the right sideline, there's space. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 12.
I have a little sense, Kate, that equipment manager is going to find a way to keep that football for this QB. Yeah, he was a dual threat guy in college, but that's his first in the NFL using his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks bump the lead up to 13 points. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Throw here. 3rd down. That one nabbed by Warren. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. On the move, past the 40. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it's too late, Kate. And when they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, can't really repeat what they were saying down there, but I can promise you none of it was any good.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's another 4. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Can't manage positive yardage there, and it leaves them with 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Steelers making a 1-score game before halftime. Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10, Darnold. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks.
Running with a quick pass out line. And they make the tackle at the 38. Dose of the hurry up here.
18 more yards. That's another.
They kick the running back in motion.
1st and 10.
And again, it's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
There we go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 more yards. That's another Seahawks.
1st and 10, Darnold. And this one doesn't go far. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Darnold. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks bump the lead up to 13 points. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Ready, ready.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll throw it. He put everything he had into this one. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. One Thornhill takes it away. And the Seahawks do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Boswell on to send this away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Akers. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shaheed coming in motion left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Akers up the middle. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Akers. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. The give inside to Akers. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Throwing here, Darnold. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
A give to Akers. Running in the red zone. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. and bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Go! Get up!
Now here he goes on the boot. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
That's good for us Steelers.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Stop blowing. Ready? Hawks 70. Hawks. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now they face 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Working now from the gun. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That finds Pittman complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
We've set it downs from the 37. They'll go play action on 1st down. Finds his man over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So 2nd down coming up.
20-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Now Darnold. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
That's JSN. Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Akers. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here, 2:08 on the clock. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Fielded at the 11. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, still at the 28.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Get up, Warriors, 17. Cowboy 80. 18 Rattlers. Go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a pickup of 26. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk.
I'll throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Seahawks with 6 defensive backs out there.
Let's go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
That's caught beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
He's going to throw it again. On the move, headed right. He's got it near the 10. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, Sam.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Hey, Sam.
Here's a design run. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check.